Now for today's recall roundup, starting with refrigerators sold at Home Depot and on Amazon. There have been dozens of reports of fires involving these Gallons America's retro fridges. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says internal electrical components can short circuit and ignite. The affected units were sold between January of 2019 and September of 2022. If you have one, unplug it right away and contact Gallons for a free in-home repair. And Octrot brand heated throw blankets are being recalled. The company has received more than 500 reports of the products melting, sparking, or smoking. These were sold on Amazon from August of 2021 through December 2025.